Hey, home inspired crew. Hope that you are well. Just doing this in the bedroom today because my husband is in the living room area. Um, and to acknowledge the fact that there is a structure behind me, this is called the tent of meeting. Austin and the kids invented this, and they read under it and read the Bible and pray for each other under it. It's kind of cool, like a cool idea. Just a sheet with our bedpost. But anyway, I was just thinking about this idea of like what kind of fruit do we want from our families, and I'm not saying this to brag, but I am very proud to say that my kids, like, they right now, I mean, they're young, right? Okay, I'm acknowledging that, but they pray for the sick. They see the sick recover. They prophesy over people, over me. Judah prophesies over me a lot. Um, and I was just thinking, like, okay, I know that there are a lot of parents out there that want that kind of fruit in their kids. And so I was just thinking, like, well, how do you get that kind of fruit? And I think the short answer is that you have that kind of fruit in your own life, and then you hang out with your kids long enough that the God that is in you, is modeled for them, and then they just start doing it, because they'll do what they see. And so I personally don't have right now as much breakthrough with healing and praying for the sick as I would like to. My husband, on the other hand, because he had a wife who was chronically ill, he pressed into that revelation for a long time, before we had kids. And so, now when he sees someone that's sick, he'll just go and pray for them. And then he invites our son to go and pray for them. And, and lo and behold, they get healed. And so that's kind of all Judah's ever really known. With with me, I love to hear the Holy Spirit, be honest, crack open my heart, talk to the Holy Spirit, like, at all times of the day. I need that. And also, I love to give people prophetic words of encouragement. And so, our son has, at times, I've seen him just like sitting on the couch by himself, and he'll be like, God, I'm really frustrated right now. Like, he'll just kind of crack open his heart, just like what I do. And then at times he will just, Holy Spirit will bubble up out of him, and he will prophesy. And so I think the short version of the answer to this question of, like, how do I have kids that love the Lord, prophesy, and pray for the sick to see them recover, is that you do it, and then you model it, and you spend enough time with your kids that you're the one who's rubbing off on them. So yeah, I hope that helps. It's interesting in the Gospels, Jesus, when he calls the disciples in Mark, it says he called them to be with him and then to send them out so that they would go and preach and heal the sick and all that stuff. So it's kind of the same idea. It's like basic discipleship 101, calling our kids to be with us. And it's that precious time that we invest in them, and with the hope and with the faith that as we invest in them today intentionally, that we're gonna reap. We're sowing time, we're sowing intentionality, we're modeling for them what it looks like to follow the Lord, and as we do that, we are going to reap a harvest with our kids.